You have to act out of love, a heart of love for God and for his people. You can't claim to say, I love God, but hate his people, and not reach out. You can't do that. God will never work through someone that moves only out of frustration or hatred or anger. It must be out of love. When are we going to have willing hearts and say, God, I'm seeking you. Lord, who can you use me to reach? God, what words can I speak to that person? God, how can I act in this situation to draw this person to Christ? God, what can I do to bring more to know you? What needs can I meet? What things can I do with the little talent that I have inside me for you? What can I do, God? What can I do, God? What can I do, God? And this is the cry of the heart that God looks for. You want a heart after God? Then seek him. It is that easy. Seek him. Seek to be used in any situation and in every situation. And as you seek it out, your eyes will open. And you'll see people that you never knew needed him. People that you thought had it all together that desperately need Jesus Christ. And you will see people that have extreme needs and no one to talk to, and they're afraid. They're waiting for you to speak. How many people are around you in your life, your friends, people you have access to, people that you run into that are waiting for you to speak? Care enough to initiate that first contact. Not everybody's going to come up to you and say, hey, tell me about Jesus. You have to love them enough to reach out, meet them where they are, understand them, and listen to the Holy Spirit. It's when we're looking down to ourselves like this. I can't see very much. All I see is me when I look like this. But when I look my eyes up to God, I begin to see quite a lot more. I see all of you. I wonder how much of us need to do this spiritually. God uses the willing, sometimes in very large ways. It's incredible. Sometimes in very small. Now you may say, God, I want to be used by you. I want to speak before large crowds, and I want to tell them all about you, God. But maybe he says to you, hey, I want you to speak to the one or the two that's right beside you already, that I heard him. I want you to listen to him. I want you to pray with him. I want you to be there. And you need to say, okay. Maybe you might feel in your heart, God, I want to be a missionary. I want to travel the world. I want to have a great ministry for you, and we'll just glorify you, and we'll be famous. But maybe God's going to say, wait a minute. Maybe I've called you to a ministry right here, right now, where you already are at. Maybe I've called you to a ministry in the city, working with people in the streets that nobody sees. Maybe I've called you to a ministry in the country with people that are hurting that no one reaches out to. Maybe he's called you to that. And maybe you feel called to do something big, but maybe it has to first start with you being faithful in that little small thing, and then the next little small thing, and then the next little small thing. And those will be the stepping stones that you need to get to the place where God has you to be. I think about when I was graduating college, I was like, everyone and their mother was asking me, what are you going to do with your life? And I was awful, because I didn't know. I had no clue. And my standard answer became, God's will. That's what I'm going to do. God's will. Because it was true. But I still didn't know what I was going to do. And I saw this sign every day walking back to my apartment, engraved on somebody's, it's like a seat thing. It said on there, acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will direct your paths. I saw it, and oh, it's nice, but I saw it every day. And one day, God spoke to me through that. My eyes opened, I saw it differently. And I realized that first I must acknowledge God in each way that I can right now, with the things that I have right now. And once I do that, do it in the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And then all those ways make up that path that I was supposed to be on. And that's how I got here, by doing that. And that's how God will use you. In whatever ministry, in whatever things that he's called you to do in your life, he will lead you step by step by step. You don't just wake up one morning and you're fulfilling your calling. You get there. You're doing it in the small things, being faithful first, being willing to be used, being willing to reach out to people, help people no one sees, love people that are unlovable, approach people that are unapproachable, and to move out of a heart of love and compassion and willingness to use your talents. This is the heart that God desires, and this is the heart that all of us can have if we choose to.